Okay. This is getting scary. What Bob is doing. This is getting terrifying. What Bob is doing is not right. I call him. So this time I called him and asked him for help because I'm stranded, I'm out of money, and he's not helping the way that he should. So I was trying to explain to him exactly what I need help with, and he is lost his mind. So I try to explain to Bob what I need help with directly, and he refuses. And he says I could go ahead and miss court. So that was his response. He says he knows I'm innocent with the case, but he says that he's out of money, and by me pleading guilty to the wrong case has destroyed him. And then he said, even though I apologized for the threats that I made, he thinks it's better if we just end the relationship with him. If I end the relationship with him. So I told him that I don't think that is where I told him that that's not the right decision. We need to communicate like regular human beings, and he refused. He refuses to communicate like a regular human being, and all that does is that escalates everything. And that's where my grandmother ended up, of course, warning me growing up about him being selfish. Because when all he cares about is himself, then it doesn't matter about my feelings, it doesn't matter about how I feel, even if I try to express myself to Bob. It doesn't matter. And so Bob told me that I could like literally just be stranded. He's gonna do nothing to help. And I said like to him that like I'm trying to get a motel room. I'm doing everything you ask. Like, what more do you want from me? And he said, what more do I want from you? Absolutely nothing. You've done nothing for me. And then he goes right back down that path, which I've already covered in previous live streams on different channels that I've had in the past. But I will say it again. He has this thing where it's like I do nothing for him. Like he gets gifts for me, but I've never gotten gifts for him. That is not true. I've gotten gifts for Bob. I've tried to take him to movies. I've tried to give him gift cards, and he refuses to take them. That's not my fault. That's his fault for refusing my gifts. And then he wants to go off about the threats that I made against him. And I say, like, look, the person that was on social media impersonating you, I got mixed up thinking it was actually you. And by you just not talking to me, not answering my questions, and getting angry when I ask, is not helpful. And then he said, well, you are a fucking idiot. You should already know that without me even asking. That's like literally where my friendship, I should say, with Bob has gotten. It's nothing. It's literally absolutely nothing. It's crazy. Bob calls and then asks, like, literally, like, if he can't get a hold of me, like, is Daniel okay? But then yet when I try to actually make sure things are okay, he just doesn't care. That's gaslighting, and I don't approve of it. Going in circles over and over and over and over and over again with this guy. And then he's complaining about like my relationship with Grace, and if I'm in contact with LBI Entertainment and Tina, like why don't they help with the hotel room? I've been trying to get a hold of them all night long, and apparently they're dealing with some situation and unavailable, like always. And I'm not trying to involve them in this situation with Bob, but like it seems to be coincidence. Whenever something goes wrong with Bob, I can never get a hold of anybody else, and it turns into a crisis. I'm angry at this point, and Bob is extremely abusive towards me, and that abusiveness has now turned into me sending bomb threats against him, and apparently the FBI is involved. He says that no charges were pressed, and he's not going to press any as long as I listen to him and do what he says. Why the fuck should I at this point? He's abusive. If I listen to him, it's only going to end up getting me in more trouble. All I want is to be safe. So I guess I'm gonna listen to what my mind is telling me now. And I'm going to continue to do these live streams until I make enough money, and then I'll just pay my goddamn bail in Denver. I'll just pay the bail, go to court, take it to trial, and then I'm fleeing the country. I agree with Grace on that one. I'll flee the country. I'm not gonna flee the country now. I'll wait till after my court cases are done, but as soon as my court cases are done, I'm fucking leaving. I think I'll move to Ukraine. Bob is saying that if I'm in contact with Tina and Grace, I should have my contracts sorted out. So Bob wants out of my life completely. So I guess I'm risking my life. I'm risking my career at this point. So this better not fail. It's sad too. I care a lot about Bob. And I would do anything for him. If I was in his shoes, I would help him. If he was in my shoes. This is just way too sad at this point. Bob is beyond my help. I try to talk to him and calm him down and say, like, look, can we do this tonight? I can talk to you about this, blah, 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 whatever it is, you know, that we're talking about. We can talk about it when you have time. That doesn't seem to work anymore with him. Let alone, he doesn't even want to talk. So it's kind of like I've lost him. I've lost him in his own little world. And part of the reason why I get so angry with Bob is I literally don't know what I'm doing. Hold on, I think I just got spotted. And yes, I did. Yep, I just got spotted. 24/7, day and night. No freedom anymore. This is baloney. I might have to take a step back from the spotlight. So okay, that's freeway. Let that car go. just super, super sad and ridiculous. And Bob doesn't even another thing is he doesn't even tell me his main concern. And I think dating all the way back to when I first got popular, he always seemed to have this thing against my popularity in public. As soon as I started getting noticed in public, he can't handle it. Well, let's see. I think it's worth considering that Bob tried to help. No, definitely. And that's what he doesn't understand either. Is I appreciate his help. I thank him for his help. I've said multiple times on the media that before, where I thank him, and like I said, he means the entire world to me. And at this point, I don't know what I can do. I literally don't. And then my legal cases are going on, and that seems to only piss him off more because he was a witness. He's like a witness, but he doesn't want to go to my court cases as a witness. Grace doesn't want to either. And so what that's doing, if you think about it, it's framing me. Because everybody is saying I'm innocent. But then if I'm innocent, show up to court. Don't make me go by myself and then I just say, okay, I don't have the evidence. It's fucked. And then Bob, and then he complains, hey, I give you $3,000 a month. You should thank me for it. I do thank him for it. I appreciate that. I don't know why he doesn't give it to me all at once at the beginning of the month. And then say, hey, look, $3,000, go get yourself an apartment. If he did that, my life would change. He doesn't do that. He would rather give me, the issue I have, which upsets me the most with Bob at this time, is he complains how I don't thank him and I don't appreciate the $3,000 or $4,000 he's given me per month. It's not that I don't appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Where I have the issue is how it's literally, it's $1. No, it's $50 to $100 a day. And it's spread out over the course of the month. Sometimes it's $200, sometimes it's $300 a day. But once again, it's spread out over the entire month, not all at once. And I go through it. $100, for survival, doesn't go a long way. At all. And that's just the reality of it. And that's why I'm upset at Bob. Three fans in the white car just staring at me. I don't know what they're doing. Two females just ran to the car and I started looking. I don't know what they're doing, but they're following me. They're just laughing trolls. That's all they are. I think they're just jealous of my popularity. But yeah, they're in a white SUV following me. This is backfiring on Bob right now as well. Zero security. The situation is fucked. Guys, stop spamming the comments. Stop spamming the comments. Stop spamming the comments. I'm blocking people in the comments. I will continue to block people in the comments if they're not following the rules. No spamming. No spamming the comments. Guys, I'm fine. Stop spamming the comments. I'm going to continue to block people. Stop spamming the comments. At this point, I'm going to start blocking anybody, no matter who they are or who is in here. I will literally just start blocking anybody. I'm not going to wait for that light. No spamming the comments. this point, I'm running out of options. My resources are out of it. The hotel room resources, the fan meetup resources, everything has been used. I made a total of $40 for the fan meetup. The hotel room is $200. So I can't continue at this time.